Almost there. Hey everyone, Jeremy here. Today we're about to watch episode 15 of The Bad Batch. I cannot believe we're this close to the end already. Thankfully this week we got, confirmation that season 2 is coming. I figured that was going to happen. I really would have been very surprised if that didn't get announced. I kind of thought it already had been, but I'm excited that we know for sure. Now, as far as where the story is going, there are a lot of things left to do. I mean, we still don't know what's going to happen with the clones. We still don't know, the overall story of what's going to happen to the clones. We don't know what's going to happen to the cloners. Are we going to see the beginnings of Palpatine's own cloning program, or have we already just seen it and that's it? And are we going to see more of the Stormtrooper program, of War Mantle, and how that's going to break down and how that's going to evolve? I don't know. I can see that all take place over the course of this series. So yes, so happy we're getting a season 2 and cannot wait to see what happens this week, considering the cliffhanger we had last week. Oh? Crosshair is taking him back to Kamino. Wow. Imperial Kamino.
I question the clone's motives with his old squad. I don't trust any of them.
If his plan fails, none of them will be a problem any longer.
Yes, Admiral.
Oh? Oh?
I'm only seeing 3 cruisers. Where's the rest of the fleet? Oh, Kaz, it's a good thing.
I think that's going to be important in a minute.
This is going to
Or
get bumpy.
in the finale, at least. I love that they're using the Kamino music from episode 2.
At the given coordinates.
So the Kaminoans were smart enough to not tell the Empire about a few things.
Kaminoans keep a lot of secrets.
Indeed. Omega, how did you know this existed?
This facility's being decommissioned because the Empire will be phasing out clones next.
Not the ones that matter.
Wow. If I mentioned how good of a bad guy he is. Man.
You tried to kill us. We didn't have a choice.
And I did.
Wait, what? Does he know he was reconditioned? Or is that just a commentary on being loyal?
Kaminoan lab to me.
It's where I was created. You all were here too.
What do you mean?
Your mutations were enhanced in this room. Experimental Unit 99 began right here. I was there.
So they were created. They were intentionally created. That's news. It wasn't just random mutation.
Not shoot. I am AZ-345211.
I see.
They really need to take that poor droid with them.
It's that inhibited chip in your head. It's making you follow.
We have an
Making you
unauthorized
follow
entry on Platform
orders.
5.
So the plan is to take on the entire base? That's a very Empire Strikes Back moment.
AC, you said all the clone troopers were gone?
If things go south, we'll send you a signal. Get back to the ship and contact Rex.
I'm surprised they didn't call Rex to begin with. And they expected it.
Well, guess you're wrong about that.
Something went wrong. We have to help them.
But that means we will also be in danger.
Wait,
I have an idea.
what are those? Oh, the training bots.
We're loyal to each other, not some empire.
You weren't loyal to me. I was one of you. I'm going to give you what you never gave me. A chance.
What?
It's for her own good. And yours.
Omega belongs with us.
Living among fugitives where she's in constant danger. You want to protect the kid, then let her go. Stop pretending to be something you're not, Hunter. We're not like the Regs. We never have been. We're superior. The Empire can't protect the galaxy without strength. Think of all we could do. Together. We were brothers once. We can be again.
What is he?
Why would we trust you?
Stand down.
Negative, Commander.
Does that answer your question?
I'm kinda in the middle of something.
What did he? What is going on with Crosshair?
You all are meant for more than drifting through the galaxy. Join the Empire, and you will have purpose again.
You really don't get who we are, do you?
Don't become my enemy.
We never were.
Knock him out and get the chip out. Well, the Crosshair now has a cover story for how the stormtroopers got killed. Okay. It's kind of cool to see Crosshair with them again. Oh no.
Lost control of the situation.
Let the clones die together.
They're gonna blow the place. That looked like a clone on the shuttle. I figured they'd all be gone.
You may fire when ready.
Oh. Who needs a fleet when, you know, just a single cruiser can annihilate the whole place? Stun him, take him with you.
It's your inhibitor chip. Wrong. I had my chip removed a long time ago. Since when? This is who I am.
I called it earlier in the season. Oh my. I'm actually getting emotional at this.
Sir, we're in position.
Open fire.
This feels like the end of the Clone Wars. Or I guess more appropriately, the clones. Ugh. Okay, so that was really tough to see, the destruction of Kamino. No real love for the Kaminoans or the cloners, but that was the clones' home. That's where they were created. That's where they were born. And without that place, there are no more clones. And that is tragic. Now, of course, they can go out and hopefully have children of their own. I don't know how that, biologically they're able, but, they can carry on. But it's still just, that was heartbreaking. That was heartbreaking to see. Yeah, I'm still recovering from that. I didn't expect my heart to drop like that. I really didn't. And it's not surprising that the Empire is destroying it. I mean, they've been headed that direction this whole time. I guess I just wasn't prepared to see it in this episode. For some reason, that felt like something that was going to happen later. Or like I even said it during the episode that, maybe they're going to blow it up. But to see them shoot it, to see them just absolutely pummel it, it wasn't a demolition, basically dismantling the building. No. This is done with malice. This was done with absolute malice. They were killing the cloners facility. They were killing where the clones grew up. That hurt. Masterfully done, as always, by Filoni and crew. And we got to talk about Crosshair. Oh my god. I called it. I called it early in the season. I don't mean to gloat. I'm surprised I was right. I'm far more wrong than right half the time. So the fact that I called it way early into the season, I would talk about that maybe Crosshair would have his chip removed. I thought this would happen later, though. I thought Crosshair would have his chip removed, and we'd find out that no, he actually already agrees with the Empire. He wants to stay with them. And this would be like season 2 or 3 or something, and they remove the chip, and suddenly later on they find out Crosshair has been feeding intel to the Empire. You know, I felt like it'd be something like that. I didn't figure it'd be in the first part of the finale where he just openly admits, oh no, I've had my chip removed a long time ago. This is just me. I said it so many times. I was like, maybe this is how Crosshair is, especially when he tried to kill Omega. When he was intentionally aiming his gun, telling his troops to aim his gun at Omega. I'm going, something's broken in this dude's brain. Even the clones that still have the chip, their immediate reaction isn't, let's aim a gun at a child. No. Unless they're ordered, they're not going to do that. Crosshair, on the other hand, has no qualms about that. He's the guy that will do anything to accomplish the mission. And there it is. There it is. He is just that way. I'm surprised, but I'm not that surprised. I'm surprised that it came out like this. I'm shocked that it came out here. I'm shocked in the way it came out. This also begs the question, what happens to Crosshair now? I have a feeling he's not going to stay with the Bad Batch. I think whatever happens next week, he's out. He's going to go find his own path without them. Like, there's too much water under the bridge. I don't think that's how that phrase goes. But you know what I mean. He could not stay with them after everything that's happened. He just can't. I don't think he wants to. I don't think he wants to be around them. He doesn't have the same goals they do. There's also the option that he goes back to the Empire. He could just say he got away during the skirmish. They killed all the other troopers, and I'm your man again. That's a real possibility. The other stormtrooper, she didn't see what happened. She just came back and saw them all fighting. She had no idea what happened. All he has to do is say, oh yeah, the droids activated, them activated the droids, killed all the troopers, and then I had to fight my way out. The end. There. He can still work for the Empire. It's going to be a gamble. It'd be a massive gamble, but he could do that. So we'll see. That is actually the big question mark for me, is what's going to happen with Crosshair now? But I equally think, very much think, he could just go off on his own. Like, we're going to see a Crosshair bounty hunter or something like that. He's going to be out doing stuff on his own without them. And it would be kind of cool. It would be kind of cool to have this not quite antagonist. He'd be almost like this anti-hero running around out there that they could sometimes link up with for certain things. That could be cool. That could be very cool. Oh, and not to even mention that we found out the clones were genetically created that way. That the Bad Batch isn't actually a Bad Batch. They were intentionally created. That is not, I mean, it's surprising, but it's not that surprising. The cloners were probably just experimenting, going, let's take this group, put them in some vats, see if we can toy with those genetics and see what kind of improvements we can make. They came out the way they did, and they were moderately successful. I have a feeling Omega, that's the curious part, but Omega seems to be the true success. However, she acted like she saw them being grown. I don't know if that was like she saw the records of them being grown, or she had seen the tanks after they had already been grown. She'd seen the room. I didn't quite understand how she saw them grow. I mean, granted, she doesn't have the sped up genes. I forgot what it's called. She doesn't have the increased or decreased aging or increased aging that they do. So I guess she could have been technically born before them, but then they went into accelerated aging, and so now they're older. That kind of blows your mind. I mean, there's a real possibility that she was actually in there helping, but it seems like they would have come first because I figured they were how she was created. I kind of want that explained more now. I really do. That's a very interesting mystery, but definitely not the biggest drop from the episode. But definitely interesting to know. Yeah, they aren't mistakes. Not that any of us ever thought they truly were. Not in that sense. All right, what did you think of this episode? Leave your comments below. Were you expecting Crosshair's betrayal of a betrayal? I don't know what to call it. The twist? Were you expecting the twist? Were you as surprised as I was? What are you expecting of Crosshair next? Whatever your thoughts, leave them down below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe to see more content like this, as well as share this with friends if you think they might enjoy it. All right, and before I go, as always, please take care of yourselves and please take care of each other. Thanks for watching.